Off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is DJ Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up second.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate, watch his girl.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Seahawks 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the
undercross. Begin. Hatchet.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's caught at the 7. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And the offense went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's the end of the
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
3 and out.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now Brown. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jackson.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Wolfe. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Reed returning. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him stir out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Jackson on first down. Caught right side at Snead. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side. Now he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
On third down, Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Reed. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Peters on the coverage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Wilson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.